The Hindenburg disaster is a glaring reminder of what can happen when mankind attempts to control the destructive forces of nature.
This is terrible. This is one of the worst catastrophes in the world.
The tragedy unfolds on May 6, 1937.
The airship was hailed by thousands who little dreamed it was their final glimpse of the graceful craft sailing serenely to her doom.
The flying luxury liner is the largest aircraft ever flown, 804 feet in length. That's 3 times as long as a 747 jetliner. Inflating its silver canvas shell, 7 million cubic feet of highly flammable hydrogen gas.
Hours late on its trip from Hamburg because of headwinds, the Zeppelin had to ride out a thunderstorm along the Jersey coast.
The landing is not going smoothly. The ship has become tail-heavy, and water, used as ballast, is released to lighten the rear of the craft.
Again she dumps ballast, and a nervous tension grips those who are watching, for this is something unusual.
The tail continues to sink as landing lines are dropped to the crew below. The ship's 36 passengers and 60 crew members are anxious for this drawn-out journey to end. Suddenly, a series of loud blasts are heard. Radio announcer Herb Morrison describes the horrifying scene to his shocked listeners.
It's bursting into flames and it's falling on the mooring mast, and all the folks agree that this is terrible. This is one of the worst catastrophes in the world. It's a terrific crash, ladies and gentlemen. The smoke and the flames now, and the frame is crashing to the ground, not quite to the mooring mast. All the humanity and all the passengers screaming around it. I can't talk, ladies and gentlemen.
When explosions rip through its tail, the Hindenburg is 260 feet in the air. Some passengers jump to their deaths. Others ride the burning craft down, leaping through the windows as the ship hits the ground. In only 34 seconds, the Hindenburg has been reduced to a smoldering skeleton. The final death toll, 36. Investigations into the catastrophe are inconclusive. But most experts believe a hydrogen leak ignited by static electricity caused by stormy weather resulted in the blast that destroyed the Hindenburg. But the main contributor was the use of highly explosive hydrogen gas to float the airship, a practice that was banned shortly after this tragic disaster. The fall of the Hindenburg signaled the end of airships as a mode of transportation.